Welcome to this Project Aspiro audio feature. Today we're talking about what employers should know about hiring someone with vision loss. And we're talking with Michelle Pandith and Carolyn McDermott, employment specialists with CCRW's Workplace Essential Skills Partnership. So tell me, what are some of the misconceptions and concerns that employers have about workers with vision loss?
Well, one misconception is that there's going to be a greater rate of absenteeism, and this isn't necessarily going to be the case. People are off work for a number of reasons, whether or not they have a disability. It could be health related. They might be prone to colds, prone to migraines. There could be other personal reasons. So just because the person has a disability doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be off work all the time. Another misconception is that that employers have is that the person will be too expensive to hire because the person will come with accommodation requirements. However, most accommodations cost less than $500, if anything at all. Any money spent on an accommodation is actually an investment, and it will pay for itself in the long term. And the accommodation will enable the person to do his or her best work. So it should be viewed in terms of an investment as opposed to being an expense. Employers actually reap the benefit of investing money into professional development training, and investing in accommodations should be viewed in the same way.
So if an employer is considering hiring someone with vision loss, what do they need to know?
They really should look more at the skills of the person rather than the vision loss, because vision loss is accommodated easily. There are so many tools out there, and a lot of the times a person has their own tools. Perhaps it's a magnifier. Perhaps they just need enlarged print, and even Zoom Text is one of the softwares, but perhaps that person only requires magnification, which many computers already have that option on the computer to enlarge what's already on the screen. So I think it's very important to focus on, does this person have the skills to do the job? Is this person going to be a right fit? Because the accommodation piece can be taken care of. And there are a lot of organizations out there that can help employers get those tools in place. Those tools are often inexpensive as well. Costs do vary over time, but it's certainly, as Carolyn said, it's an investment to that company.
Okay, and you mentioned Zoom Text, and just so for listeners who aren't so familiar with some of the technologies, what are some of the sort of typical accommodations that workers with vision loss might require?
Well, just to name a few of the more common ones, there is screen magnification software, there is screen reader software.
So I could just start with this. So screen reader software, what is that exactly?
That's a software that actually reads out what's on the screen for people who are blind or who have significant vision loss.
So it will read a Word document or internet web page. It will read the text to them.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. And there are also CCTVs, which are optical systems that a person can use to read hard copy documentation. And these systems are more versatile than magnifiers because they can also change the background color. They can change the color of the text. They can do whatever suits the person using the system. And to name a couple of others, there are braille displays, there are mobile and portable readers, and as Michelle said, the prices vary, and they do vary over time, so I'd rather not go into the cost of these different accommodations.
But I think you're saying also that often people will already own their own assistive technology that they use sort of from day-to-day use?
That's right. I have my best friend right beside me. It's a handheld magnifier. I've called her Maggie. And I use her every day, and she is portable, so I take her wherever I go, and this would come with me to a new job, so this is one thing an employer would not have to invest in.
Okay, great. Well, that's been really informative. Thanks a lot, Michelle and Carolyn, for talking with us today.
Great. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.